softener, and women will say to me, why do I need a hand softener before I do the product? Does anyone have an answer to that?
Soften the skin so that scrub works better?
That's right, we want to soften up the skin, and this hand softener will actually continue to work after you've used it.
Well, I just think it's greasy. I prefer it not to put on. Just my personal.
This is the fragrance.
Yeah, everyone thinks that's
Yes,
like.
I do. Yes, I do.
I can't believe you took those things off. It's greasy feeling.
All right. So yes, it is greasy feeling.
Yeah, so she said, well, what is it good to take your rings off? I said, I prefer it.
Yeah, and I get asked that at classes. Is it good to take your rings off? So the benefit of...
My aunt bought the honeydew.
So sometimes the customers want a convenient daily system that they can use, and this definitely is a convenient system that you want them to be able to be introduced to. You always start an appointment with the satin hands. Reason being, it really lightens up the mood. It really does. So when we start this off, sometimes women are coming for the first time and they're a little bit apprehensive about what's the product going to do, how is it going to feel for me. And I'm sure you were feeling that a little bit in the beginning, Lindsay. And the satin hands really lightens up that mood. It allows them to just fall in love with that very first system. And so you're building trust from the very get-go with your customers. So satin hands, don't miss it. I'll turn my car around if I realize, oh, I forgot to slip my satin hands in my bag. Because it's a great time for you to build conversation with your customers as well. And the next product we're going to use, you're going to skip this one, okay, Alicia? Just because Alicia has fragrance allergies. Thank you.
I have a question, Wendy.
Yes.
My neighbor wanted to buy satin hands, but she's like has cuts all the time. She was asking me, does satin hands heal cuts?
Just tell her to put just this stuff on and leave it overnight.
Okay.
That's what I do in the winter because they crack. It helps.
Okay.
So what your neighbor probably has is what we call eczema. And so just like Kylie had mentioned, that as if during an eczema, what we call breakout, she's going to, her hands may even open up and look like sores. So the scrub is not something that she would use during that flare-up, we'd call it. So like Kylie said, if she used that first product for a few days, help that healing to take place. We're not going to claim that we can heal eczema, but we can help control some of the symptoms that they have from eczema.
Right.
So she uses this for a few days. When her skin closes, then she can start using that. Okay, so I'd explain that to her. Fragrance-free for her though.
I'd like to mention here that my husband used this week because he had paint on his hands. He was painting. Comes off in seconds.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Okay, so cleaning up the hands afterwards.
Yeah.
Again, great for those men who work in the garage.
Oh man, is it ever. It's fantastic.
So ladies, at this point you are free to just go and rinse that away.
You don't want to do that. I need to close it. My hands.
Yeah, that's why you can still rinse that off though, Alicia. I don't have the fragrance free here either.
No,
Can I get you to just flip that up?
Sure.
To the next page. Because that page is usually half. Oh, just a second. The key ingredients. Yeah, I do want. Did you want more of the box? Let's see the one. No, it's good. Just take a seat back. A profile? Oh, yes.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, so much pretty hands.
that feel, Lindsay? Does that feel good? Yeah. Great for a day like today when it starts to get really dry.
I know.
No, I have those. I ordered those already. This one I don't have.
So we've got the kiwi, we've got the berry, the mint, or fragrance free.
I know, hey buddy. I'm just reaching away, baby.
Mints, the new mint.
Oh, is that
Yes,
free?
it's lovely.
Not even fragrance free, but
That's one you haven't tried
I
yet.
have so much text on me that will bring me up. Try.
I've always liked how this feels.
I know. And then I think, why didn't I take time like earlier to do this? 'Cause it feels so good.
Yes.
And yet, I let my skin go so dry before I go, oh, I should do satin hands.
Unfortunately, I do too. And it's consultant.
I need to make a play later for my mom.
In your bag.
But Gabby's still
That's why I texted you asking you did I.
Oh, I didn't get that text.
Oh, but it's sensitive.
I have
I might not have looked at my phone because I was here at 5. Is it after 5? Or?
Yeah, was that
Yeah, I was here setting up.
Fragrance free hand cream, okay?
It does. I have a customer who just doesn't like it at all. But she loves the
Oh, you mean
product.
are you talking about her?
So she puts it on at night and then she puts her hands under her pillow so she can't
I was
smell.
like, what Barbie too?
I said, well, whatever. I can't do anything about that.
I was shocked how easy.
So ladies, there's a key ingredient in your scrub that you'd want to share with your customers, and that is the jojoba oil in the scrub. It's Jojoba, and it's pronounced jojoba oil. All right? Now that is in the scrub. The key ingredient in your hand cream, something that you want to share with them, is it's oil-free, because women will work in their business office and they won't want to put hand cream on because they've got to work with paper right away. So I always say, I do this. I put on the hand cream and I say, you know what, you can snap your fingers almost immediately. It's oil-free, so that allows you to work with money at the bank if you're a banker, if you're a secretary or even a lawyer. You can, or a doctor or a nurse, you can work with paperwork immediately. There's also vitamin E built into our hand cream. So that's an important ingredient that you would also want to mention to your customers. Not overwhelmed, just, a little bits and pieces of the product knowledge for them. So satin hands should only take you a minute or less to do at an appointment, unless you've got 10 women like I did on Saturday. It'll take you 2 minutes. And all you do is you just squeeze it around, just like I did this real quick. They do it all together. Not a lot of information except that it softens up your hands. It allows the exfoliant to work even better for you, but it continues to work after you rinse it off. How many times a week do we do the scrub and the emollient? Can anybody tell me?
I think 2.
2 times a week we do the emollient and the scrub. That's another piece of information I do share with them, because they'll look at that and say, wow, I do that every day. I'll just stick with putting on my hand cream. So important for us to just break that down for her. Do you, how many times a day do you suggest that she do her hand cream? There's no number attached to it. As often as she feels she needs to. She might be a brand new mom and she's got her hands in water all the time because she's cleaning diapers. So it's hi, Cassia, come on in. So it's really important for her to know that as you need to, use the hand cream, but the more you do this on a consistent basis, so just leave this by your sink, the less often she will find that she's using her hand cream, unless she's really working. Yes, ma'am?
You call that softener an emollient?
This is just an emollient, yes, it's an emollient.
So there's another product that's pink?
Yes, and that's an extra emollient night cream, and we'll be learning that when we learn our supplements. It's different, yes. That's different, yes. It is different. I didn't know that, Kylie, but they have made it a little bit different. Now, they can use it on their hands too. In Bonnie's question, I'll just quickly say that when you do have somebody who has eczema, that is a product that that person can purchase separate from the satin hands. It's called the Extra Emollient Night Cream. Don't let the word night cream scare you, thinking, oh, it's only for night. But we'll learn about it later. But I'm just going to bring it into this session because you can put it on your hands as well, and feet. Extra Emollient Night Cream. Now, the only difference between the peach and the scented that they bring out is that they, or in the fragrance-free, is everything's the same except they remove the scent. That's the only difference. So all the other ingredients are the same in the product. So you can feel confident that if someone is in your class like Alicia is, then you can say, yes, I do have a fragrance-free set in. The difference is the fragrance isn't there. So I mean, fragrance-free, it makes sense, right? So we'll be doing that. Okay, so yes.
What was the key ingredient again? I couldn't write it down.
In the emollient, it's called J-O-J. In the scrub, it's J-O-J-O-B-A. The J is an H, jojoba.
Okay.
In the hand cream, it's vitamin E.
Vitamin E.
Okay, those are just two key ingredients. So now we're going to come around, Lois and I, and just fill your trays, just to kind of make it quicker. I know you're totally able to do that yourself, but we're going to come around. But I'm going to have you use the botanicals today instead of, now those of you who are using the Voluform and the Time Wise, fear not, you won't wrinkle tonight. You do not have to go home and do it again. And like I said, if you wanted to do color afterwards on your own before you leave, you're certainly welcome to do that. So I do have I have for oily skin, I'll just start there. Does anybody have extremely oily skin here? Okay. 2, 3. Do you use the Voluform, no?
I go back and forth.
Okay, all right.
Do you have the acne one? Because I want to learn how to use that one.
Yeah, we're going to be talking about it, but we're not going to actually put it on our face today. This is too extreme.
Does that have sunscreen in it?
No,
Okay, I'm
it
saying.
does not. Okay, so just by asking that, I think what we'll do is just normal skin type for everybody. And like I said, it's not going to harm you. And the first thing, of course, is I'm going to just pass around the eye makeup remover, ladies, and you can remove your eye makeup. You don't have to do this.
Can I put just colors on? So I thought we put just colors on. That's why we had to bring
Yeah,
the
no,
brushes.
we're learning the skincare.
You
But you
can-
can do color at the end if you want to. Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that okay? Do you want to skip?
Because I don't have any
Off
makeup.
the day or
No, we're going to use it.
This is
Okay,
your
yeah, I got
emollient.
this book full of samples.
Yeah,
If you
what
want to do your
makes
makeup
this
before you go home.
different?
Is that what you want to do? Or you just want
It
to skip?
has,
You can try it on the back of your hand.
Yeah.
Okay. You too? Okay.
I try.
You will?
I try.
Oh, you don't have to do anything.
It took me an hour.
All right, so you have
Oh,
eye
my.
makeup on.
That's the fun of it.
It's good to try.
Yeah.
I think so too.
These are my
Every day we just put it on, take it off.
We don't care.
I don't want to take it off.
So the purpose of
I
this
was shocked to a friend who was using Mary Kay. She's in her late.
No, these are the
and she's using
botanicals. This is for like the 20-year-olds, right?
You don't have to do all this stuff.
Even though I just did
It's
this.
for 18-year-olds and under.
Did everything.
Me too.
All 20 and
I
under.
have to take it all off to redo it.
I'm doing it.
Cute.
You're very consulting.
I couldn't believe it.
Makeup.
What's that?
A friend of mine is in her late 60s and she's been using Mary
Actually,
Kay.
what do you have, oily skin?
And she's been using botanical.
She's just going to do normal.
You're doing normal
She's
skin.
a valuable set.
Oh, I know. But you know why?
You know what,
Price
sweetie, I
point.
need another thing. Sorry.
Price point, that's why they do it.
I know,
Price
but no, I just did my
That's the
face.
only-
Because you buy so much more. It break my heart.
No, but compared to the Voluform. So they think it's skincare is skincare, but it isn't.
Nothing for me.
So Lydia brought up a good point, and this actually happened today to one of our other consultants, and that is sometimes women who should be using Time-Wise or Voluform will just zero in on the price of the botanicals and think, well, that's the set I'm going to use. It always comes back to education. They can purchase anything, of course, they want to, just like you and I want to. We don't want to be sold, but we want to be able to buy. So what's really important is that we educate women as to what's the best product for their skin type. Okay, what's the best product for their skin type? So that's educating them, but in the end, it's their decision. Even though I think, Cassia, I think this product is better for you, I'm educating you, but in the end, the decision is yours. Okay, does that make sense?
You want this turned around for use?
I'm being a mother.
I got the oily skin.
Like, just give me.
So if I could just
So what exactly is I don't know what this blonde is like.
maybe juice.
I suppose I'm
Cassia,
for your sake, because
just wet, and you
you
just
said no.
turn them up.
Because
I'll give you some more.
It's our target group, right? They're over 50.
That's nice then, because I'll watch.
So what does that say? That was,
For using the mask?
Okay, we'll just do the cleanser first, and then we'll go to the mask. Okay. We'll do them one at a time, because I'm just going to do this
but
like
I am
that.
so completely unaware of this.
If you go back to the fact sheet.
That's hilarious.
I didn't mean to, sorry. I had to drink water.
They're just joking.
So the only reason why I have you gals using the botanicals is so that you can feel something different that you're not using on a regular basis. And Lindsay, you're going to learn a little bit about this product. It's designed for the younger skin or for skin that is more sensitive than other skin, okay? At a second makeover, I would recommend that Lindsay use the Time-Wise product to experience that one as well. And so as Cassia and June come around with your washcloths, you know what to do, wet your face, and go ahead and clean with your product and just cleanse. This is the normal skin type. So that's great that I use that for the majority of skin unless she's got extreme oil.
One more.
Okay, does anybody need one? You got one, Bonnie?
No, I'm not.
Okay, you're not going to? Okay, so go ahead and wash away, ladies. And rinse the cleanser. And this, of course, is just cleansing. It is not cleansing, exfoliating, and toning like our 3-in-1 cleanser does, right? And I'm not going to go over a lot about our 3-in-1 cleanser system because you know it inside out. I want to introduce you to products that you don't use on a regular basis. And so when someone comes to me and they're 65 years old and they say, I'd like to use the botanicals, the first question I ask is, why have you chosen that product? So what was it about that line that you wanted? And then I go into educating her of what else we have, because she may have just looked at the price. The price is less, of course, because it doesn't have the vitamins, botanicals, and derivatives that we have in our other products that are important for aging skin. Does that make sense? So always going back to educating. The product is non-drying. It's a gentle product on the skin. It is excellent for women who have extreme environmental issues that want something extremely gentle on the skin. Not to say our other products aren't gentle on the skin, they are. This is for the more extreme women or the young person who is just starting out to learn about skincare. It's a great product for that. So we do need to exfoliate. Why?
And to slough off all the skin cells.
That's right. The exfoliation system is very important to slough away all the surface cells that start to break away on top of the skin, and then it really dulls the look of our skin. So again, going back to educating ourselves, but educating people. Now you're going to notice, I'm going to have you put this on all over. Just blend it except around the eye area. So it's really truly a mask. This is called a mask.
Purchase this in.
And its purpose is
It is the same thing.
Not on the eye area?
Yeah.
No,
I do that
so
too for
the orbital bulb down.
foundation.
Like you
Just have some
always
once.
do with other
Yeah, cut them off.
Oh.
So instead of buying the
This
balls,
is actually a good product for you, Alicia.
I started buying the balls.
No, I wouldn't say better.
Wait a little bit.
Correct. But it's good for anyone with allergies.
I feel like using the bottle.
So go ahead and just put it all over your face. You see all of these ladies on this side? That's what you're going to do. And now we take a picture and send it into the show.
We already are. Look at here. We'll just get everybody in the shot.
You know, I can tell you.
Except for Bonnie.
So Anne had a question, ladies. Do we normally put this much on? I probably gave you more than what you needed. So you, a little. So just take your washcloth and wipe the excess. One thing that I would recommend that you do at a skincare class is offer her the opportunity, if she can, to use her neck, the product on the neck. Oh, we'll give you new ones. We're going to give you new ones. Yeah, we've got new ones for you. Just keep that washcloth. Now here's some little tip.
Oh, man.
Something that you want to do, gals, is you want to leave it on at a skincare class for about 2 minutes. Now, normally we would leave it 5 to 10 minutes. Now, the question I most often have is, can I use a mask with the Time-Wise product? Yes, absolutely. And you can use that a couple of times a week. If you're using the Time-Wise, I would probably select or suggest maybe 5 minutes. But some of our clients and even ourselves, we love to have a mask to just relax. Maybe it's a bubble bath, or maybe it's just relaxing and sitting back. There's just something about having a nice mask. Now you'll notice that this normal one is going to dry slightly, but it's not going to dry completely. So I'm going to leave it on there for a second, and I'm going to take you to another extreme on the back of your hand, so that you can feel the clay in our number 3 set. Number 3 is for oily skin. This is all on the fact sheets, but I'm just going to have you experience it on the back of your hand. Just go ahead and massage it everywhere. You'll notice there are no granules in this. It's very, very smooth for someone who has...
She said go wash it off with your cloth, so I did.
That's botanical for acne.
Well, this one here would be for acne skin. Yeah. Because it's smooth. It does not have anything that will break away.
That's interesting.
Every night turns.
So you'll feel the difference between the mask you have on your face and now the one you're putting on your back of your hand. That's number 2. Yes.
But even though this is normal, you'd still use a number 3 like that? No way, man.
No, I'm just letting you try the number 3. So I was just letting you experience the difference between the 2. This is for dry, normal.
Now you should know what it does.
Yeah. Good question.
We use one which is for dry.
You guys, I don't know what you use.
Use normal.
We use normal. We use the green. Okay, so the question that Ashley had, and it often comes up, is I'm not really sure how, okay, number 1 is what, number 2 is what, number 3 is what. Number 1 is for dry skin in this line, in the pink line. If someone has extremely dry skin, then I'm going to give them the number 1 system. If she has normal skin type, so she doesn't have dry, she doesn't have oily, then it's the number 2, green. If she has extremely oily skin or oily skin, then she's going to go to the number 3.
So that would be mine, because I'm oily.
Sometimes, but it depends, because I find that this number 3 will pull a lot of oil. So I would usually ask her a lot of questions. How much oil is your skin, developing throughout the day? Because she might fall into the normal, she's just not doing anything to her skin. So it goes back to getting to know what your customers are, but you've got to start somewhere, so you could start with that number 3. So ladies, we're going to wet the washcloth and have you take that mask off, and that's not even drying like the number 3 is. So again, I'll get Cassie and June, the lovely ladies, to wet this while you have your mask. Now, can somebody tell me what is the function of your mask other than exfoliating? Alicia.
Cleans out your pores.
Cleans out your pores, absolutely. So your mask, just like your 3-in-1 cleanser, is going to pull dirt and impurities and oils from your pores. So why do we let it rest on our skin for that amount of time, do you think? It needs
Pull it
to
all
dry.
out.
Yeah,
I'll
it
get it
needs
to
to
dry.
dry and it needs to pull out those impurities. Why do we not take it around the eye area?
Because the skin is, then there's the rest of the skin.
That's right.
That'll be
Okay,
good.
so
Thank you.
it's too heavy for the skin. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Why don't we put it around the eye? It's way too heavy for that skin around the eye area. So 3 to 5 times thinner than the rest of our face. So press it against your skin and start taking it away. If you need another cloth, let us know. You probably don't on the number 2, but you would definitely on the number 3 to have more than one cloth. And I still have an extra one here.
How often do we?
Twice a week.
Twice a week.
Yes. You can 3-in-1 cleanse if you wanted to. You can also voluform if you wanted to, and still incorporate the mask if you wanted to. Yeah. You can do the voluform. Oh, this is exactly what it looks like now. Yeah. This is how it looks like in the lookbook. Okay. They can be interchanged. You may have a client that needs the normal, and it's just usage. She needs the normal cleanser, the normal freshener, but she doesn't need the normal mask. She needs something a little bit stronger. So that's when you're working with your customers, asking her what are you loving most about the product you're using?
Because I think, now that I think about it, I think both you and I have slightly redder faces, and I think it's because it improves circulation.
So your neck here.
It does. Yes.
Go up. Yeah, right there.
Now, if you are masking and microdermabrasion, you do not do the 2 on the same day. You would alternate. So if you were masking on Monday and Thursday, then you do microdermabrasion on Tuesday and Friday. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah, you'll peel your face away. You'll know, your skin will go, no, that's a little bit much for me.
How would you alternate that then?
Oh, just pick a different day. So Tuesday, maybe Monday and Thursday would be
Okay, you
microdermabrasion,
could.
and Tuesday and Friday would be your masking.
Well, we'd still
Yeah.
do that much.
Yeah, you could. Yeah. Yeah, you could. You can also use your mask in this system, ladies, as a scrub rather than a sit on your face mask. So you can also use it for that as well. So here's what I would challenge you to do this week. I challenge you to print off the fact sheets from the botanicals, and whether you put them on a 3x5 card, the information you want, or whether you put it in a binder like Lydia has been doing and some of the others have been doing, is completely up to you. But learn that product and just learn the key ingredients. I would suggest 15 minutes of reading a day on the product line. That's it. You do not have to spend your entire consultant lifetime reading the manual. That is not necessary.
Wendy, when you say put it on like a 5x5 card and
Yeah.
into a box, when we're buying our products, you know, where it says at the bottom, sometimes I see something about a box. Is that what we're talking about, or are you talking like a recipe box?
A recipe box,
A
yeah.
recipe box.
Just a recipe box that you can get from the dollar store section. So we don't have the freshener here for the number 2 set. So I'm going to introduce you to the freshener to the number 1 set. And this is almost like a rose water, if I can just kind of put it into that context. It's very, very light. It is somebody who cannot have any astringents on their skin at all. Most of us, the most common skin type is combination. So most of us can take products like that, but this one is for somebody who has maybe a more extreme sensitivity, and they say, I don't want any alcohol, I don't want any of that on my skin, or I can't have it, then they would be choosing the freshener in number 1. We do not need to have a freshener, although I have clients that say, you know what, I know I use the Time-Wise, but I miss having my freshener, so they purchase the freshener as well. It's not going to hurt them, it's just simply an extra function that's not necessary, but it is necessary when they're doing the botanicals. So how you're demonstrating this at a class is just simply that, just putting it on a cotton pad, and maybe I'll get Lois to come and do that.
And it's important.
And just,
And
yes,
this one
in this
has
system.
it.
Because we have the freshener already built into the 3-in-1 cleanser, but we don't have it built into the cleanser in this line. Feels fresh, and it also works with the pores as well. Helps to refine the pores, is the word I'm trying to think of. So we already have that built into our 3-in-1 cleanser, but if somebody's working with you, and that's why if somebody says, well, I'll take a cleanser and a moisturizer. Then the question I say to her is, okay, but what are you using to exfoliate? What does it go back to? Educating her. So what are you using to exfoliate? I don't say, oh, well, you can't do that without having an exfoliator. What are you doing to exfoliate? And what are you doing to tone the skin? Oh, nothing. Oh, well, you know what? You can take the cleanser and moisturizer, but can I tell you what the function is of the mask and the freshener? And once they know the function of it and the benefit that they would be receiving from it, then they would keep that set intact. Does that make sense? Rather than just, they've always just bought a cleanser and a moisturizer, didn't even know you should mask or why you would mask. So it just, bottom line, comes back to us educating them lightly and then just allowing her to make the decision. So did you want to keep the set together, or did you still just want the cleanser and the moisturizer? Because the cleanser is not going to exfoliate, it's not going to tone for you, it'll just simply cleanse. And then in the end, after we've educated her, she makes that decision. So lastly, like any other line, we are definitely hydrating our skin. The difference between a raisin and a grape is moisture. So we do want to moisturize. You'll notice that this comes out a lot lighter than any of the other products. Like the Time-Wise is what I'm thinking of. But it's still going to offer her some great hydration. If a client is using a system and she comes back to you and says, you know, my skin feels a little bit more moisturized or oily. Let's use the word oily. My skin feels a little bit more oily than it normally does, or my skin feels like it's drying up. What would be your first clue?
Skin is feeling more oily? Or
Yes.
More, or
like if she's using a system and she comes back and says, you know, I love the product, but I feel that I'm a lot drier than I was before I started using it, or I feel like I'm a lot oilier before I started using it. It's the wrong system. And that could be in the Time-Wise line as well. It's just in the wrong system. So that's why Mary Kay has designed it so that we can kind of pull things in and out and around for them to make sure that we find and customize something that works best for them. Most important thing for you to know is what is the best product for her, educating her and letting her decide. Do I walk into somebody's home and I meet Lindsay for the first time and I say, oh, Lindsay, we have got 4 great products and we're going to try all 4 tonight, and then you can pick at the end. What do you think Lindsay's going to do?
No.
Lindsay's going to say how. And so if I meet Lindsay for the first time, because she's here as part of her class, she's experienced in the botanicals. But Juna, I recommend that you meet with Lindsay a second time and work with her with the Time-Wise. That is my number 1 choice, unless she tells me otherwise. You know, my skin is extremely sensitive, or she's 11 years old, and I'm working with a mother and daughter. Then I'm pulling out the botanicals to work with the daughter, and I'm educating them on the difference. This is why I'm using the Time-Wise with you, and this is why I'm using the botanicals with her. This is her learning product. This is her training product. Or I have an 28-year-old woman who says, I'm absolutely allergic to everything. I cannot put anything on my skin. And then I have the product for you to be able to try and experience, because the Time-Wise is probably not for her. Does that make
my
sense?
aunt is that way.
Okay, so you will
take them to number 1.
You know what? The best thing to do is be getting this information from her over the phone. So if you've never met her before, she's not your client yet, you can be asking some of these questions. Do you have that profile handy? So I'm just going to take a look at the profile, because this has a lot to do with our skincare lines that you're choosing. So she says she's in her 20s and she has extreme sensitive skin. She can't use anything. She can't even put a vitamin near her skin. then I know right away I'm taking the botanicals with me. I'll still take my Time Wise, but I'm probably using the botanicals with her. And then I can reassure her that, you know, we have a line that is suited best for your skin. If she's 45 years old and I'm talking with her and I say to her, you know, Lindsay, what is one of the biggest things that is a concern for you in your skin? If you could change anything, what would that be? As I'm talking to her on the phone, and she says, I don't like fine lines and wrinkles. It goes back to your joke. I don't like fine lines and wrinkles. And that is music to a woman's ears when she hears that we have products that are going to work against fine lines and wrinkles. And so I can reassure her that not to worry. Lindsay, we have a product line that is designed to have age fighting against fine lines and wrinkles. Does that make sense? Okay, so using your profile to pre-profile her so that you walk in there feeling confident and competent about the products that you're going to be sharing. If I have a mixture of classes, I'm still taking my Time Wise, I will probably always take my normal to dry skincare line with me. And maybe if I pre-profile them and they're oily, I'll take my number 3 botanicals. I won't necessarily bring it in until I, find out that, okay, I better go out and get my botanicals from my car. So you don't want to walk in like, you've just come home from holidays after 3 weeks. So you want to walk in with only a bit of the product. Okay. So any more questions about that line? Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. How does your skin feel?
Nice.
All right, now who here in this room is going to go further with color? Okay, kind of 1, 2, 3, Lindsay, 4, 5.
We trying new stuff.
If you want to try the new product, you are welcome to do that because I brought it here with me.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Let's do that.
so
I ordered it just to try it. Just tried it like
yes.
and I still want to go put it in.
Okay, so then you would go down to the number 1 and leave it on for about less than time.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out the matte colors, and I'm going to have you just fill your own tray because you know your color, but I'll have June, if you want to just move your moisturizer on June. I'm going to have June just find the color for maybe Lois can help June. So ladies, I'm just going to put the colors out here, and you can pick your own color that you use. Share, and you have to share.
Same one?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Time-wise.
But I've never had that on, but I did
Oh,
not drink
yes,
the
try
matte.
it.
Okay, so.
If you use luminous and if you've never had matte, please try the matte. So there's the colors there, just grab it.
So I have,
Same color.
5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels good. But you're underneath your lip. It's underneath your lip. Underneath your lip.
You don't need your glasses, you got it.
Is that stick here?
Okay, now try it under your nose. Do it under your nose.
Get this in here.
Do it under your nose, bro.
Okay, that's why, because it dries immediately. Just like matte. I use that
These,
one.
and
Under your nose.
Yeah, whatever, but, and,
Okay, that's good. You're good.
thank you.
You're on it.
Of course I do.
Oh, you use the, yeah, this one. For purifying.
beige in a matte or.
I would probably find a moisturizer in the line. Why can't you use the Time Wise moisturizer?
I wear luminous all the time. So you
No problem.
I think you need to moisturize. Yeah.
And when we after that?
Yes, after this.
Yeah, and I said, no, it's time to go to school. He was very disappointed.
I was thinking that there'd be no baptisms today.
So just for Lindsay's sake, Lindsay, you probably have a little bit much. Sorry, I wasn't instructing. So the product goes a long way, so we need to take some of that off. Product goes a long way, so just a little dab will do you, and then you can go ahead and massage it in. For yourself.
test this for the wedding, you know.
Do you want to try it?
Okay. So the mat's going to dry really quickly. Lois, I would probably up that color, darker.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I would take that off and up the color. If you're ever doing a skincare class and the color's a little off, please just have her remove it gently. Give her some more moisturizer.
That's Ivory
The
one.
one. Ivory one with it.
That's one she said she was using.
Yeah, it's a good one.
But we're gonna try something else for fun.
Here's the base one.
Ivory four? You're in the beige.
And Lindsay needs some more moisturizer.
What color do you want?
Let me know what color.
That's a matte.
Is that the right one, Alicia?
Yeah, because I have this one at the house.
Sorry, this is that one.
But it's good for you to try it on.
But I said that, I thought we should always use matte. If we're doing weddings,
Not necessarily.
I'm ready to go to bed, you know.
I don't want to do
See,
No, I don't do
it.
anything.
Interesting, but is that the job? Evening I was getting.
But it's not age-defying.
But it's all, you know,
Oh,
moisturizing.
that's important to know.
Yeah.
Well, that's the sponge that I use.
I have some.
No, for my friend.
Okay, ladies, so does everybody have their foundation on? Lindsay, is that a better color?
We forgot it.
Okay.
We forgot a step with the foundation.
I know people have asked me about that, and I really like that.
If not, no big deal. I
It'll like it.
Because they haven't used a regular program, and then that is not paying itself.
Don't worry about it, Mama. I know what you
That's not your color.
What you're saying, allergies,
Just
And
wait.
with the matte as opposed to the luminous, of course, we work
Go
on
to
that.
scan.
that is really
You know
good.
it's dark.
All right, so who here
I know where you live.
is doing color again?
No, this one was the one on top.
Okay, and who here wants to try the new product?
Wait, was it Ivory?
Oh, yeah, right. That makes a difference, so that's not good.
Because I have a sponge I
Okay,
use.
what if she got there? Gotta put my glasses on so I can hear what she says.
And it was Ivory 3. What was it? I can't remember what it was.
Okay, what color is
That's
this?
what it was.
Did you say?
June's is too late?
Oh, okay.
This one, if you want. I've got both of them, but I'm just looking for my...
Oh, just play with the colors, right? I think it's important to play next year with the colors. Or you can just show me to how
Does Ivory one, the makeup.
Yeah.
Yes. That was a good idea, it was eye primer.
Yes, that's right.
Say it's too late.
I'm
I'm
slowly learning some of
you,
that.
so I can't see.
We need to take it off the case. I'm gonna try the Ivory 6.
Okay. I'm just going to use these first, though,
Yeah.
and you can blend with the brush.
It's okay, now this is
And you like it?
a little bit on the other side, but she could.
More like similar color.
Yeah.
And this is.
I really like it.
They're all geishas
a
today.
lot.
I use the other side, I use the, I have granite and truffle.
That would be, yeah, honey spices.
So there's brushes here, you can use very
Oh, it's nice.
But I really wanted to try that ballerina pink.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's try it.
I can. I was.
Okay, then I never said.
So we're just
Okay.
going to let you, we're going to try some color.
Yeah,
You know, it looks like a little right?
It's too far from
Quite frankly, I think this color combination looks really good.
Oh, yeah, is this supposed to be red?
Skin color, Filipino, Latino ladies. I think
It'd be
it's
a little
really
too
nice.
much.
So I have enjoyed that. I decided that I would play with a couple of color
It goes on your
Lots of
eyes.
straight color.
Oh, definitely.
Thank you guys. So this is just gonna go in the lid.
Which one is it?
The pink.
The other one.
Here's the different pink.
Oh, yes.
Well, that's what, there's no other.
Do you have that? Do you like it? For brown eyes?
Yes, yes.
It looks like she just waxed all the time. It looks like she just.
Oh, it looks fun.
So maybe do that one too.
All right.
So just, it doesn't go up to the eyebrows, you guys. It does not go to the eyebrows, it's too dark.
Just on the shadow?
Yeah.
Just on the brown?
Just on the lid.
I didn't bring my eyeshadow.
I feel too moisturized.
I need a highlighter or else I don't.
Not to the brow. I'm glad I tried this, but I cannot say I'm wild about it.
Is this the
So
lighter?
just on the lid, yeah.
Mind you, those are my
So we're only going to do 2 colors on your.
Yes.
Purple.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you have a brush set that Lindsay can give you?
Okay.
Yep, there is some right here. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah.
Well, guess
So
what?
we're only going to do the 2 colors. So do you want this bright blue or do you want the grays?
That looks fine. It's not too dark.
Okay, awesome. Do you want the grays?
Especially when you wear glasses, right?
Tools of trade, that's right.
I bought about 10
I don't know. I
of
look for
Did
it
you?
when I open my eyes.
Darker blue or lighter blue?
Oh, yeah.
I thought I gotta have good brushes.
I got something on my
You got like
skirt.
people trying to
So
put
today
makeup
we'll just
on
do the
for
2
the
colors
day like
ladies.
that.
And-
So I
It
kept
doesn't
them.
look like.
So is that the ivory stains now, Lindsay?
No.
Let's take a look.
Much better.
Okay, people at that end, how
Art
does
that
that look
How
on
does
Lindsay
ivory
now?
sit?
That's better. It's better. Way better.
Much better, yeah.
That looks a lot better on her.
Oh, yeah, natural.
So there you go, ivory
Yeah.
6, huh?
I'm
That's
gonna
hot.
say, I'm gonna get you to help instruct Anne on
But
that.
you can't go really by the number, because just
Exactly.
it's kind of more of a neutral
Yeah.
color.
Look at that.
Wendy, please, can I try?
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking for the, which one?
I'll blend it with my brush. Yeah, I just like some of that. Because my creep, my eyes are so
No, I just need another color. What color did you have? I got this.
No, but you can use any of those brushes.
I like the, one lady pointed this out to me, and I love this.
Is the, and the smudger brush is good to
Me included.
apply
I've had lipstick, and it's smashed into the cover. All the
And
time.
it's stuck in the top.
But I got it now. And you cannot accidentally twist it up. This is ingenious.
Get the coloring.
I love using the smudger for.
Your brush version?
No, this is the
That's the
smudger.
smudger there, okay.
You're great.
We've got the 1 color on there, which really like, some of this one's not great.
Miss Lauren, how do you
I
get?
think that it's just gonna go above, isn't it?
I only got the one
It's the
color,
more popular.
which was the brown.
Yeah, we're gonna color.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah.
I just so love these colors.
Do you have your brush set? Just give you the 2nd color on one of your brushes.
And I'm in the
You know what I've been doing lately is
yes, you are.
I just look at myself right in the, like straight ahead of the mirror so I can see where the hood is of my eye and then I go just above it.
I like to use these more.
Oh, sorry.
In
just being
class
so
or
carried
for
away.
yourself?
Both.
Second color for you.
I use mine all the time for myself, but I don't often use them in class.
Which one are you?
They have to have a different one for everybody. And that's the issue.
That's just gonna go in the corner, just from the
I just
crease
love
down.
You know what, I think
But use a blender after you've applied the product.
colors remind me of a peacock color, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll like this. 'cause
Your
you like
eyeshadow
blue.
matches your earrings,
Yes,
Jim.
I do.
Yeah, and then you can blend with
Are
the
they
other one.
gorgeous earrings?
Okay.
Yeah.
Aren't they though?
It's that Sophia.
I still need my.
It's that Sophia
She's doing good.
jewelry.
Okay, fashion.
I,
How you doing, Ann?
I did.
Oh, it's
I
very
like
nice.
the corners of the
No, but I would bring your green in more into the center, it's too far out.
Beautiful. I know, that's why I didn't take mine off.
Oh, yes, that's gorgeous.
All right, ladies, so, oh, you don't have your second color yet.
Forgot me again.
Okay, so we're gonna go through
I
it
never
here.
forget you.
You never forget me. Somebody else seems to.
Oh, no, I've forgotten you from time to time.
So Melissa,
Sure.
All I did was put my own color in the corner.
That's nice.
And
Okay, well, you got that color on? All right, so it just looks
okay, let's see you.
I have my
Oh
eyes.
my goodness.
so you
okay.
prefer just going with one color?
Nope, no, open your eyes.
I
Open your eyes.
really like that.
Just kind of look, yeah, just da da da. Just, you know, whatever.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't usually?
I do neutral.
Very nice. Okay.
I like my baby.
I added a third color, I have to tell you.
Where I want to go.
I really like.
So ladies, we're just gonna finish off with some mascara.
Like your old guy.
No, that's the other one. I like a darker, any dark color. In the corner.
I only have the good color.
No, not higher.
Okay.
See, I don't want to go right to the, see, I want to leave a little bit of that light color. Quarter of your eye, right?
I
That
do
kind of
like
opens
it,
your eye.
when I have the
Oh, you
third
think so?
color, I really like to put it together.
Yeah.
Pretty
Well, the trios is
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you are.
I
Yes, you
know.
are. That looks gorgeous.
So I can't say.
I knew those colors looked great on
I
you.
Yeah.
do like them.
It
I like
is.
the third color. It's quite a nice finish.
I do.
The midnight.
I have trouble wearing mascara.
Yeah.
So you can skip that part. I like that.
The thing about ordering colors, I ordered a Europe to try. These are
It's like a bright blue.
not like peach.
Is that better?
Yeah.
You like the brown better?
Like where the colors are. I'd rather do
And you know,
It goes great with your hair.
So
this is nice. Blue and brown eyes are nice together.
Yeah, that's why I picked that. Sunset Peaks.
unless, yes, I could use
The
the
blues?
That means every time I gotta remember to use applicators.
Is that the first time you tried that color?
Oh, I like that.
Yes, it's nice.
Thank you.
It's only limited edition, gal,
But
so
that's the whole point.
better get on it. And it's a soft, soft.
why-
That's why I wanted you to experience it, because it's an extremely soft mineral powder.
Thank you.
That looks good, Anne. It's very good. I do like it.
What color do you have?
It'd be fun.
Because this color is so soft, I find that if you blend from the light down into the dark, it blends better.
Sure.
Because it's too
I've
easy
already
to
got one.
overpower the light highlighter.
And I was dying, so. There you go, free.
I'll have after.
That looks better.
Come on now.
Yeah, I don't wanna, so that,
Okay. All right, so as you're putting on your mascara, as I was mentioning, those limited edition eye colors, definitely a very soft, forgiving formula as well. It's almost creamy when it goes onto your eyes. It's just really extremely creamy on the eyes. So when I say forgiving, it means if we overdo the color, like Lindsay had put on the second color and preferred only the first color, it's so forgiving that we're able to go back to that second color and camouflage it through with that first color. So really nice to blend. And it's also nice because it fits in our miniature and also our medium size or our large compacts. And it's everything a woman wants, all in her eye colors. So I always mention to women when they purchase the limited edition that it is limited edition, because otherwise they're extremely sad when they come back for another palette and you say it was only limited edition, I'm not sure when it'll come back. So educate them again that it's a limited edition. They could probably get you more than one if you wanted to keep this in your wardrobe of colors for that. So for those of you who did the eyes, out of you ladies, are you going to finish off with cheek color?
Oh,
Yes.
definitely.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Still in there yet, but.
So use your cheek brushes.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
So, which color
It's
jumps?
just honey. Spice.
Honey's, I know what you mean, this one. Sunny Spice.
Sunny spice. Thank you.
Yeah, we can use a color brush.
Do you have them in your secret store?
You can either go shy.
I have Sunny Star.
I know where you live.
Color preference or
I love
something?
experimenting. Just love it.
Has Metro do not normally use Sunny?
Really well.
No,
It is.
I use more
Are
berry
you doing
tones.
your cheeks?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what
I
my
usually use berry.
I'm going to give you a shy blush because it's really light and simple to work with.
I need to wipe my glasses out. They're so speckled.
Okay. I like.
Beautiful.
From your preference, do you want to try something different?
Yeah, I need to try something different.
I don't know what you normally use.
I've been using this,
Oh, okay.
and then before that I was using green blush.
That's why I.
You should go a little up, a little up.
What
Okay.
do you want?
Put my eyebrows on.
There? Okay.
So I can bring my face again.
We'll try it.
Are you using green?
And you have a preference in cheek color?
Eyebrows, they're a little bit different.
Short and soft.
Oh, that's the eyeliner.
So the shy blush.
I was thinking how lovely on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like it looks
Yeah,
just like
sun
sun
kiss.
Yes,
Gotta get
that's
some cheeks
right.
on, girl.
I do like that.
Your green is my shadows.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. It needs a clean badly. It's the 25th
Yeah, I don't
anniversary.
have a original.
No,
This one
Process is
is
all together. Yeah, it's all one band.
Citrus blue?
Bloom.
Gloom.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been 31
Yeah,
years.
just softly putting it on. Very nice. Shy blush looks good on you. Yeah. Very good.
I'm gonna make a photo of you
What do you like?
More shy blush.
Darker the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come around, ladies, just with our new shimmering pink lip gloss so that you can try it. It's fabulous. It's very sheer, really easy to use, and it feels beautiful on the lips. So I will have you ladies try that first time.
It feels like really crinkly.
Shimmering.
But they're always just like kind of like.
I would say, yes, they do look nice. But we think yes. And I think if you use that on lips, they're probably not feel it. On the other hand, I do know that I really like a gloss.
I just feel like I've become really dependent on my makeup. I use it too often. So I try not to use it too often because then my body stops producing.
It's very interesting. But I think it looks incredibly smashing when you Yeah, I do. I think it looks really attractive.
I just find that my color never stays on for longer than like an hour. And I feel like it always just doesn't look good. And then it makes me feel self-conscious. So I don't have
Yeah, I'm sort of like this.
I don't want to have like a really
Yeah, when you go and do a class,
And with your tattoo, can you do your hair?
I think you feel like
So when you go to
probably.
You will love this actually.
I was just telling Lydia that I'm ready to wrinkly and dry.
I know.
So I don't usually
as soon as I got it out of my kit there at seminar,
I don't like to wear lipstick.
Go in my purse.
Like I was thinking, like, I just go to my color. I like that. They just come off But my eyes,
Did you
I
try, are
did
you
it at
trying?
home.
Yeah, like, that's nice.
I didn't do my face here today.
Yeah, but I like that color that's on you.
I do use two colors. Mary Kay,
Try it
like,
twice. That will make a huge difference. It will, because it's going to look after a lot of that dryness, because you're obviously maybe licking your lips a lot.
My
Habits of
eyes
that.
are just popping.
Thank you. I'm trying to do
Did you?
I sold like an egg trying to sugar and some
Did you look at any?
Awesome.
So pretty.
Wendy.
Oh, man, sorry, you were busy.
I know I was.
See, that is definitely
Check
for
this
someone
out,
who
right?
wants a natural.
Wrong purse.
Going, wow, this purse is organized.
All right, ladies. So, everyone's got their eyes done, cheeks, their lips on. It's important for us to kind of pull that all together, isn't it? If we just do our lips, we really feel like something's missing. Or if we just do our eyes, something is missing.
Right.
So, I would like to just get information from each one of you, just one thing that, and you cannot say ditto, it needs to be your own unique learning, one thing that you learned from today that you did not know before. So I'm going to start here at the end with Stephanie. Now I know you're brand new and you have not experienced with all the products yet, so what's just one thing that you did?
I didn't know that you can use the handset only twice a week.
Okay, there you go. Thanks, Stephanie. Let's give her a round of applause.
I didn't knew that the botanical set was not for aging, or is not
Age defined.
age defined. So
All right.
that's what I did.
Perfect, good, thank you.
I didn't know that it came in number 1, 2, and 3.
There you go. Who knew, right? Excellent.
I didn't know that I needed that palette.
When it came out, I knew you needed that palette because I knew those were your favorite colors. Excellent, thank you. Cassia.
I didn't know anything about botanic products.
Okay, there you go.
Actually, it's the
Excellent.
first time.
Okay, very good. So, Lindsay, you're here as our guest. What is one thing that you enjoyed the most from today?
Well, I learned that I was wearing the wrong color for 2 years.
Okay, all right. You know what? Many of us have them. So it's always important for all of us to be checked. So good point. And can I just teach off that for a minute? And I'll go back to you. The reason why it's important for us to seasonally check up with our customers for that reason. When our pigment changes, or maybe it was a different time of year, maybe it was smack right in the middle of January or February where all of our pigment goes south with birds. And, so we need to be checking with our customers, but not only with our customers, but with ourselves as well. We need to recheck or ask a girlfriend, can you come and just check my foundation? The reason I say a girlfriend is because we can get comfortable in the same colors and think, oh, it still looks awesome. So I appreciate you giving us the opportunity also to be able to, strip that off and find the color that's right for you. Because had we not, you wouldn't have liked anything else today. You wouldn't have liked anything else. So thank you for giving us that opportunity and letting us help you find a new foundation shade, because we're saving the nation with our foundation. So. Good.
Well, I really enjoyed the botanicals. I haven't tried them before,
All right.
so it was very good.
Okay, good, excellent. Now just remember, it's not for us, because it's only for
Yeah.
women who fall into those categories, but not in that. So continue to enjoy what you're using already, but it's great that you can try a product that now you can feel confident in sharing. So congratulations. So we look forward to you going to another A&W and selling your botanicals. All right, Bonnie, something that you learned today that you didn't know.
I didn't know what was in that satin hand stuff, that jojoba.
Jojoba. Okay,
Yes.
perfect. Thank you.
the green one actually bring out my eyes more than my colors I was using.
Yeah.
Isn't that fun to try a new color and find a new color? Good,
Well, at least now
thanks.
I know my color.
Good, all right.
Well, I never really put any masks on my face because I'm so scared that I break out.
Oh,
I'm the
It's
same way.
finally, it's actually working on my face.
excellent, and that is excellent. I'm so glad to hear that. And so many women we run into, just like that, you know, I haven't found somebody that'll actually work with me enough that I can trust. And the other important thing is for us to just realize that we need to try different products to find one that is best for us. All right, good, thanks, Ashley.
I learned the importance of a freshener.
Okay, excellent. Not always needed when we're using the Time Wise, but always a nice pick-me-up to refine those pores. Excellent. And Lydia.
After all this, I'm last.
Yeah.
And I can't repeat.
No.
Can I go into what you were saying? I really like the fact that this was pointed out to me. You know, this acne-prone skin can be applied after the cleanser if you have a sensitivity, let's say an allergy breakout, and because this salicylic acid that's in it. So that was really
All
good.
right, excellent. And I will be introducing you to that product at the next session so that you don't go into information overload today and learn too many skincare lines in the same day. So did you have a question? No,
I was just thinking because I really want to learn how to use that acne stuff because I want to try and use it myself.
Okay, all right. And
I
we
know how to use
can
it,
talk
but
about that
not
later.
everything else.
Okay, because I don't, now if Alicia was my customer, I would probably say, you know, there are other products that I would recommend to you before I recommend this one, because you do not have acne.
Yeah.
On my back.
Very clear. So that's something that you could introduce to that part, but not on this part, because it would be too much for you. So, ladies, thank you for giving us the opportunity for Lois and I to share tonight and squirt into your tray and give you the chance to try a new product. And again, thank you so much to our beautiful guest, Lindsay, for being here. She deserves another round of applause. And we